It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Showtime, what's happening, everybody? Yes, it is Geno Showtime. It ain't Dame time. If you're an NBA fan, my man Dame Dollar, when he's hitting them 40-footers from half court, you'll see him say, it's Dame time. No, it's G time. It's the Geno Jones Show. I come to you live Monday through Friday. However, a quick programming note from the top of the show at the top this Friday and next Friday. This Friday is Christmas Eve, and next Friday, New Year's Eve. There'll be no live broadcast, so it'll be the best of binge watching the Geno Jones Show. Otherwise, Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. in Chicago, 3:30 p.m. out on the West Coast. Please tell everybody you know, everybody that you kind of know, that you know really well, that you like, that you love, that you can't stand, that you hate. Strangers, aliens, it don't matter. Folks on the subway, Chicago, on the Red Line, New York if you're riding the D train, if you're on Martyr in Atlanta going to Hartsfield, if you're on the 405 freeway out in Los Angeles, it doesn't matter. Wherever you may be, in the jungles in Africa. Tell everybody to subscribe to the Geno Jones channel, share and like this and every episode. Coming up, I got a special guest. Musical guest. He's not going to do any music. New brother banging the hip hop there. It's got a brand new song called Toxic Heartbreak. And in every heartbreak, toxic, I guess, there's probably levels to it. So we're going to find out from my special guest coming up in a minute. All right, let's jump right into it. Are you amped? As you can tell, man, I'm amped. I'm excited. So, okay, today is the first day of winter. Here in the Charleston, South Carolina metro, it feels like winter. Well, okay. I got to explain to you. Now, I've been here almost 17 years. I grew up in Chicago. I grew up on the south side of Chicago where we have, you grow up in the Midwest, you know what winter is like. All right. So today's high, it might have got to 50. It was somewhere in the upper 40s. Now down here, that's like being in Antarctica. Now, Chicago, you get like the upper 40s, damn near 50, 4 days before Christmas. Man, you having a cookout. As a matter of fact, you're looking for an outdoor playground. You're looking for some basketball courts. You want to put on some shorts and go ahead and pick a team and run a whole court basketball game. But I digress. So today, first day of winter. The shortest day of the year. So that means things only go up and get longer from tomorrow on. So starting tomorrow, the days will get every day, just a little bit longer. I just wanted to go ahead and let you know about that. So today, first day of winter, 4 days until Christmas, 11 days till the new year. Are you amped like I am excited? Christmas? Have you hollered at Santa? So yo, Santa, make sure you go straight to the ghetto. All right, stop in the hood, hook everybody up now. Don't be out in the suburbs and out there, in the gated community. They're good. Come on to the hood, if you know what I'm saying, Santa. All right. I am excited about some new music. We got a lot going on. New music, new tours. Last week I told you about, so New Edition, you got the Culture Tour. So you got New Edition, you got Charlie Wilson. Now, all of New Edition, shout out to Belle Biv DeVoe. I got a chance to check them out in Columbia, South Carolina, Friday night with Silk, H-Town, and shout out, I don't know if you guys heard this. So last Friday, Escape was supposed to be on the show. Actually, they were the headliners for this show in Columbia, South Carolina. But found out, apparently two of the members, I don't know which ones, I don't know if it was Candy, if it was Latasha, I don't know if it was Tiny, I don't know who, but two of the members of Escape, apparently they were exposed. Now, this was the word as of last Friday. They were exposed to somebody with COVID-19. Don't know if they tested positive, but they couldn't make it because they had been exposed to somebody with COVID-19. So I'm lifting them and anybody that's been exposed to anybody with COVID-19, and God knows anybody who is suffering from COVID-19, we want to lift you up in prayer. But anyway, on that show that Escape was supposed to headline, So Belle Biv DeVoe, they turned out to be the headliners because they were the last act. If you have not seen a Belle Biv DeVoe, you're talking about energy. Slap it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh no, do me, baby. I thought it was me. And when will I see you smile? Shout out to Michael Bivens. Shout out to my man, Mr. Ronnie DeVoe. And shout out to Ricky Bell. Yo, Rick, man, the pipes, your voice sounded great. And speaking of great sounding voices, okay, remember Silk? Lose control, make me lose control. Okay, I ain't Luther, but you ain't either, damn it. So Silk's biggest song was Freak Me, Baby. Freak Me, Lose Control. So they were on the show. Oh my God, Lil G, Big G, man, listen. I knew Silk could sang. Some people can sing, and some folks can sing. Oh my, man, these brothers, they brought the house down. Oh man, they went into Lose Control. Folks lost control. They lost their damn mind. I almost lost mine. And then of course, they closed their the climax, the final show, the final song in their set was Freak Me, Baby. So shout out to Silk and even H-Town. Man, H-Town, man, they represented. So it was a great show. If that show's coming to your town, check it out. But anyway, back to the Culture Tour, which is all of New Edition. Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Mike, Ralph, and Johnny Gill. All 6 members of New Edition, along with Charlie Wilson and Jodeci. The Culture Tour is gonna kick off. Actually, that Culture Tour is gonna kick off February 10th in Miami. I think it's gonna end in Vegas. No, well, actually, it's not gonna end in Vegas. It's gonna end. Let me just. Oh, now wait a minute. Let me get it right here. February 10th, the Culture Tour with New Edition and Charlie Wilson and Jodeci. It's gonna start in Columbus, Georgia, right there where I believe Fort Benning. So shout out to Columbus, GA, and it's gonna end in Miami on, I believe, April 10th. So we got that tour. Early March, the first week in March, Maxwell. His tour is called the Black Summer's Night Tour. That's his brand new album, Black Summer's Night. It's coming out next month in January. He's got a new single called Off. And speaking of new music, Aaliyah has a new song out with The Weeknd. It is called Poison. It is from her soon-to-be released upcoming album. It is called Unstoppable. Shout out to her uncle, legendary music executive, my man Barry Hankerson. I got a chance to have a conversation with Barry Hankerson yesterday. We're trying to get him on the show. So he said, yo, G, we got together. It was really tough. It was hard. It was emotional. There were times he had to leave the studio because it was too much listening to his niece's voice. I can imagine how tough it was to hear Aaliyah's voice. She was taken from us way too soon. But the good thing is, even though physically she's not here with us, her spirit and her music, it is with us. Her spirit is with us, and her music is with us and inside of us all. So they got together and they put together some unreleased material, some vocals that Aaliyah had recorded that were not put on any album. And so Barry got together and put a song together. So the first single you heard me talking about with The Weeknd is called Poison. So they put together another song, another collaboration with Aaliyah and Drake. Then they put together another collaboration with Aaliyah and Snoop D-O-double-G. Snoop Dogg and Aaliyah, I can't wait to hear that one. Then they hooked up Aaliyah with my man out of the ATL, Future. Then there's another collaboration on this Aaliyah album with Chris Brown, produced by Timberland. The album, Unstoppable, is coming out early 2022. Once again, shout out to Barry Hankerson. Thank you, my brother, for the information. I appreciate it. Looking forward to having him. We are still trying to get Barry on the show. It was a very compelling conversation. It was an emotional conversation. But we miss Aaliyah. We love her. But like I said, her spirit lives with us and walks among us along with her music being carried on. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about my guest. I'm going to bring him on camera right now. My guest is a rapper, songwriter, Born in the Bronx, moved to the ATL, Georgia, 404, representing, wait, 404, 678. They got too many damn area codes like New York, Chicago, and LA. What do they got? They probably got about 50 different damn area codes in Atlanta right now. Now, his whole musical career started off as a hobby in 10th grade, so I can't wait to hear about that. But he flipped that thing, and now the hobby is a career, and the career is banging, and he is banging. He's got a brand new single called Toxic Heartbreak. I want to welcome to the show, bring him on camera, ladies and gentlemen. There he is. It's my man, Ari the Kid. What up, bro?
What's going on, brother?
How we doing, man?
Good, man. Just been working.
On the grind. The grind never ends, does it?
Yeah.
Well, listen, man. Thanks for joining the show. Love the single "Toxic Heartbreak." So let's take it back to the old school. Let's take it back to the beginning. I was doing a little homework. So you got a pretty interesting, compelling story. You were born in the Bronx, right, and moved to Atlanta.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this thing that happened in 10th grade. So is it true that really your whole music career kind of started off almost as a hobby?
Well, yeah. Yeah. Because, back then, like, rapping now kind of, and I'm not saying that this was the era that made it cool, but let's just say even at this time, telling your parents that, music is it wasn't really like cool back then. So, my brother and my brother, they was rapping, so it was like I would freestyle with them a little bit,
Okay.
just playing around with it. My brother wanted to be like the RZA from Wu-Tang. He was a huge fan of the RZA.
Okay.
And he was like making beats on his little Yamaha keyboard, and we would just record on this cheap setup we had. And I started to do music early then. Like I think that's where I kind of got my early like just rapping, rapping regular type stuff,
Right.
So that's where I kind of, I guess, got into it a little bit.
So,
yeah,
so you saying pops and moms, they was like, okay, well, this rapping thing is serious, but you're going to need to get a job.
Nah.
They were cool with it, though? They were cool with it?
Ain't even think it was serious. Like, I'll never forget. I had the first album that I really had that I played a lot was Puff Daddy and the Family, No Way Out.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, man.
And I had this little Tasmanian Devil Walkman. We was on a road trip one day. I think we was going to like Virginia Beach or something. And I had it in the car. Back in the day, I don't want to say back in the day, but back then.
Right. Well, it's levels to the back in the day. Your back in the day, mine may be a little different by about 10, 15, but it's all good.
Yeah. So, we ain't have like no Dre beats where if you was listening, the other people couldn't really hear. Like my headphones, they were bleeding. So my mom had this mother effer this and sell drugs and gunshots, and she take my headphones off. She's like, little boy, she was like, this mine. You ain't getting this back. So I come from that era where like, nah, this like they want to hear Luther Vandross and then the Ozzy Brothers and like, what's this nonsense? We don't talk like that.
Right, Marvin Gaye. Hey, listen, your mom get down like my mother. My mother's watching right now. Trust me. Oh yeah. So yeah. I feel you.
Yeah. So even then, like even in the high school, like rapping still wasn't like not at all. You know what I'm saying? So but like I said, I stayed at it in my own little corner. I was playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? I remember we was on a trip at a summer camp. Shout out to Coach Bigham. He was my high school basketball coach before he left my senior year. My junior year, we was on a bus and it was hot, so all the windows was down. And I had these rhyme book folders full of paper, like front to back. And I fell asleep, and I guess the wind blew my rhymes all over the like I had it on my lap, but it was so much wind that it blew my rhymes all the way to the front of the bus. My coach was driving the bus because my school couldn't afford no bus driver like that. We had a ghetto school, you know what I mean? So when he stopped, he took it and read it out loud, like he was like, this sounds like a murderer. Like back then, I kind of sound like all the artists I was listening to.
Right. So who was your influence, man? I'm sorry not to cut you off, but I just wanted to jump on and at this point. So who was your influence back in the day at that point when you would
I mean,
with the pen
back
game?
then, like I said, back then, I was too young to even understand Biggie and Pac. So,
Right.
I didn't become fans of them till later. So it was like that late Biggie, but like I say, like Jay-Z,
Yeah.
Eminem, DMX, The Lox,
Right.
Andre 3000, Eminem, Big L, Big Pun.
Right.
Like
Gotcha.
people like that. I was like huge fans of. So those are my early, and then of course like Sade, Erica Badu, like they made me start doing melodies. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
now like those was my influences at that time.
So you were playing basketball. You were on your high school basketball team. How was your game? And how was did your game leave you, or is your game still with you?
It's still with me. Yeah, I mean, I think I had a good game back then. Like I said, I think I just went to a school where, you know, I don't know if you remember the movie Lean on Me. I'm sure you do,
Dude,
but
man,
I,
are you
w-
kidding?
to my opinion, I felt like where I lived at, I went to the East Side High of my. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So we didn't really have like our basketball facility didn't have a lot of balls. We didn't have a lot of shooting equipment. We didn't have a lot of things other schools had. And then
Right.
like our school was so bad that if we had a good kid in our district, he would leave, lie about his address, and play at another school.
Damn, it was that bad.
So yeah, I went to a school called Osborne High School. So if you ever
Okay.
heard about that in
What
Atlanta,
part?
like
What part of ATL is that?
that's in Cobb County. You know what I'm
Cobb.
saying?
Okay.
I went to a bad school academically, sports wise. We even led the stats in STDs. Like our school was terrible.
Wow.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So but like I said, my parents didn't know. My parents was by the book. They was like, yo, this the school you go to, this the school in your district. Enjoy it, make it happen. It wasn't thinking. My parents didn't know that route. Like, yo, this school gets looked at for this. They didn't
Right.
know that stuff. They were so behind on that.
Right.
So, but like I said, I mean, my parents did what they could.
Yeah.
My parents thought just getting out of New York was an accomplishment.
Hey, brother, listen, man. I don't know if you're a parent. I'm a parent, but my mom is watching. And the
Yeah.
thing I tell people, hey, kids, they don't come in the world with an owner's manual. Ain't no training guide. Hey, you do the best you can with what you know, and when you know better, you do better.
Yeah, yeah.
So
That's a fact.
when did the music get serious? Like real serious?
I graduated, so I'm kind of a part of the era where Atlanta swung hip hop. So just to give you a short briefing, at that time I graduated from high school. I was 18.
Okay.
The hot hour in Atlanta, the big radio station out here, like what New York has Hot 97 and LA has Power 106, right? So we had 1079,
Oh yeah, I'm here.
right? And 1079, the person who had the hot hour was Coco Brother. He had it from 6 to 10 p.m. You know what I mean?
I remember him. I know of him. Yeah, yeah.
Good, bro.
I commuted from Atlanta to here to a Charleston, which is like supposed to be 4.5 hours. I did it in 3 hours and 40 minutes one day, but that's a story for a different show. But yeah, I'm familiar with 107.9 and the folks that ran it, the whole ATL scene. I remember, Lala was Lala and Luda were on the radio back in the day in ATL.
Yep. Chris Lover. Yep, for sure. Yeah. So at that time, Coco Brother had the 6 to 10, and on Fridays he would do this thing called Freestyle Friday. He would run Freestyle Friday, kind of the mirror, kind of what Rap City had going on, and 106 and Park, just paying homage to the culture. And I thought that was dope. So he had an intern downstairs interviewing people to see who could go upstairs and battle the champion. But I had heard about this through the grapevine, through the streets, like, yo, you could get up. So I'm like, how you get on the radio? Like, I'm sure everybody's trying to get up there. Like, so one of my mans was like, yo, I know the intern. If we get here early at 5 something, by the 6:30 start, you can get upstairs. And I'm like, man, nah, that can't, man. I'm like, back, man, like radio was like unheard of to get on.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, this is one of the top radios. Like, it can't be that easy. It's got to be politics. Like, nah, let's just go early. Woo-de-woo. Now, keep in mind, brother, I just told you I got all these rhymes that I have written down. I memorized. All of them.
Wow.
Like all of them. Because I was already battling by the school bus back, in school. Like I hadn't lost yet. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So my guy, he's like, yo, let's go up there. We go up there. So intern is downstairs, cocky little dude. I mean, he acting like he Coco brother. He downstairs. Y'all, let's get it, man. You know what I'm saying? You versus you, you versus you, you versus you. I'm talking about it's like 70 people downstairs.
Wow.
So I'm battling one dude. You go for 30 seconds. You go for 30 seconds. I beat him. This is outside. This is off camera. I beat him. He put me with the next dude. I beat him. He beat me with the next dude. I beat him. He put me with another dude. I beat him. So I beat 4 dudes outside to get upstairs. I get upstairs, battle this dude. I beat him. I end up doing 11 weeks. I go straight in at it. You can't do nothing more than 11 weeks up there. So Coco brother retires me. Now, at that point, me and Coco brother, mad cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I get real cool with him, good brother. It's another dude that retired before me called Son of New York. He ended up signing to So Def, Jermaine Dupri, right after that and doing 106 in Park. But there was an episode in Atlanta where all the best people from that Freestyle Friday go up top and see who's gonna go to Freestyle Friday. I was about to try to go to Freestyle Friday. So everybody voted me versus Son of New York. Now, when I went up there, keep in mind, Son of New York was I felt like he had like a favoritism to him, like a politics to him. So I go up there, we battle. In my head, and my whole crew could feel it. I feel like I killed him. So at this time, I don't even like him. You know, like I killed him so bad in my head, but the votes, for some reason, they were all swaying his way.
What?
It almost felt like they had it set up for him to go. And I was so angry about it. Like I could take a loss, but I gotta know. I know when I lost, and I know when I battled. Like that battle was over. He had nothing for me. I had too much, and I had lines personal to him, right? So I got so pissed. I waited downstairs after I lost, waited for him to come out and say, "Yo, y'all played me. Like y'all, you just took that L." We battled on camera in the street. And I cooked him so hard, and we've been boys since. Yeah.
And it usually go down like that. He had to give it up. He's like, the champ is here.
Story.
The champ is here.
I told him, I said, bro, you're not leaving here until we do this for real, because I'm not done. Whatever happened upstairs, whatever respect. And that was me. Like that's who I was. And I'm still that person. Like I'm not doing this to do it. And I came in battling. Like that was my walk into fame. Was I had, there was no social media like that, so I had never had people call in that I didn't know. I just only knew my school that knew me, But now it was like people calling in, like, "Yo, this kid is good. I'm voting for him on number 1, number 2, I vote number 2." And then Coco brother ends up going to the Sunday show and got saved. Yeah, he stopped doing.
I remember when that happened. Working in the industry, you hear about it. I remember that. So
got saved, and then J Nix and ET, they ended up coming over, and they took over the 6 to 10, did the Dirty Boys show, and I ended up. I end up doing a theme song called "Welcome to the Battlegrounds," where artists get their songs played at 6:30. I ended up writing that hook. So I was always affiliated with the change of Atlanta, like from that time of the battles, and then the time where you could go up there and get your songs played. I was always a part of that era. Like no one could ever take that from me, And I think those were some of the introductions to me as far as the music game, like just grinding in the street and having that legwork, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Well, first of all, since you got a pen game, I'm hoping that you're writing a screenplay, brother, because you just gave me a screenplay. So you need to write it, because I might write it for you, because just that scene right there.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of do it with my videos a little bit.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's funny you mentioned that, because we can fast forward to today. I got a chance to see the video to your single, and it almost kind of, how can I put it? I mean, it was almost like a ATL version, kind of bits of it kind of remind me of a Boys in the Hood, certain scenes. I'm like, okay, this is taking me back, because I worked out in LA when they were shooting that movie. Actually, the radio station I was working at, bro, they were shooting. I'll never forget the whole scene when all the the lowriders and the Sunday when they was all riding through the whole 9 yards. They shot that right in front of the radio station I used to work at. That's owned by Stevie Wonder. It was on Crenshaw. It was on Crenshaw Boulevard. We talking back in the 90s, way back in the day. So I'm dating myself. But let's talk about 2021 going into 2022. So let's talk about Toxic Heartbreak, what that song's all about. You know, what inspired you to write it, and then let's talk about that album, man, so people can go and download your music.
Oh yeah. So you know, Toxic Heartbreak is actually it's actually the album in its entirety. That's the body of work. And you know, I got a single on there called Hood Baby. That's just, you know, it's doing real well. Right. So, you know what I'm saying? And, but everybody knows me. Like I use that series of Heartbreak, Toxic Heartbreak. I run with that so much. And just going into the new year, man, I'm just gonna keep campaigning. I got new projects coming out. I got new music coming out. A lot of videos, a lot of content. Christmas song coming out. You know, I got a lot of stuff. Just staying active, brother, and just kind of staying out the way of this industry, man. It's a lot of nonsense going on, and
true.
a lot of politics that I feel like, you know, you can or you cannot deal with if you don't want to, or if you want to. If you learn this business, there's ways that you could do it without feeling like you need somebody or have to go some route because another person went that route. You know, so I just want to motivate everybody. There's so many tools to get it done.
Before I let you get out of here, I want to talk about Hood Baby, the video especially, because I love the video. But let's talk about this Christmas song. So Christmas is 4 days away. So can we download it? What's the name of it? Is it a video that goes with it?
So yeah, it's coming out Christmas Eve.
Okay.
But my team been asking me to do a Christmas song for the longest, but I was just like, you know, I grew up with my sister playing Mariah Carey. I'm like, I don't even want to compete with that. I don't even want to. And then when I thought about really doing it, I was just like, as I listened to all these Christmas songs, like these are amazing, but I'm just like, I don't relate to none of these. Like I don't like it's gotta be relatable for me. You know what I'm saying? Just like Hood, like when you listen to Hood Baby, I literally touch on subjects that's like, regardless of how fun the video looked, but it's like I'm touching on things about girls that sell food stamps, girls that pat their head when they head itch, girls that wear a scarf to go to the store. You know what I mean? They got their bonnet on. Like those are the women I know. I don't know this whole get your face beat with the big eyelashes. I don't know those. Those ain't the hood babies to me. Them ain't the girls I grew up watching. You know, the girls with two babies in their arm and another kid screaming in the back. Like that's the girls I know. You know, and Christmas in the Hood is that for me. I feel like a lot of the songs that the kids hear, it's one, they see this white Santa. So I did a cover with a black Santa with some shades on, with some Timbs on.
I love it.
You know what I mean? So, but when you hear it, brother, you'll see how relatable it is. It's way more relatable. I think a lot of kids will hear it, and it's gonna make more sense to them.
Well, you know, back in the '90s, Snoop and them, when he on death row, it's Santa Claus goes straight to the ghetto. So heck, if you take it way back, hell, the original James Brown is Santa Claus goes straight to the ghetto. So I guess we always had somebody for the culture that was like, okay, I hear what y'all saying over there.
We need that. We need that.
Absolutely.
You know, it's super important, and I think it's a blessing.
So we can download that. Can we download it Christmas Eve? You're gonna drop it, right?
Christmas Eve is gonna be out. The video gonna be out on Christmas Day, man.
I'm gonna make sure that I want to see that.
I'm working on the holidays, but
hey, me too. I'm with you. Always on the grind. So I can't wait to see that video. So before on your way out the door, I want to talk about Hood Baby. So I just got a feeling. Now, help me out on this. Correct me if I'm wrong. So the sisters in that video, I don't think that you had a casting call. I got a feeling that them sisters were the real Hood babies, straight out.
Every chick in that video from the hood.
I could tell. You couldn't. Listen, man, Viola Davis can't act that good. I knew. I was like, no, ain't nobody can act that good. That's just.
Every chick in there. Every single one of them I called and knew they was ghetto enough to play the part.
Oh, listen, man, they played the part. As a matter of fact, I could tell they weren't playing the part. That was just real. That was real life. They was like, you know, you all got to check out the video. As a matter of fact, I'm definitely gonna play it on the show this week. I do a lot of my videos later in the week. So listen, so let everybody know, give everybody all your social media information so they can go support you, where we can download the music. And if you're going on tour anytime soon, give us some details on that.
Okay, yeah, man. My Instagram is at Saturday Kid, SYARIDAKID. You know it's me, it's verified and everything like that. And I won't be going on tour anytime soon, brother. I'll be doing shows here and there, but right now I'm coaching 2 teams. My son play basketball for 9U, 10U.
Okay.
I just be damned if I miss a game or a practice
Hey,
to
man.
be back on that road, man. I'm not doing nothing else but that right now. So that's my focus.
You know what? As impressive as your story is, I think the most impressive thing that you just said and showed me is what you just said in terms of how you feel about being a dad. Because for me, the greatest gift that God gave me,
Yeah,
along with my mother, was my girls and my wife Damaris. But there's
yeah,
nothing. Being a parent it is. Some people say it's the hardest job. I can't. For me, maybe because I got 2 girls, it wasn't the hardest job. I know it's the most responsibility, but it's the greatest gift, man. I know my daughters have made me a better man, and I can imagine your sons the same way because you know that they didn't ask to come here, so you know you're
yeah,
responsible for them. I was
yeah,
responsible for my girls, even though they grown. The baby just turned 20, but you know
yeah.
you still feel that sense of responsibility, and you want to protect them. So man, nothing but respect and salute you. So you got a budding NBA star, or somebody gonna take the mic when you get ready to pass the mic like DJ Cassidy and go ahead and say,
Uh,
"Yo, Dad, I got you."
I mean, brother, to be honest with you, my son can do whatever he want, and I'm
I
gonna ride
love it.
with him to the wheels fall off,
I
bro.
love
Like
it.
I know he playing basketball right now, and he love it. He want to go to the league, but if it changes, I don't care if you want to whatever he want to do, brother, doctor, lawyer. I don't care. Just I'm teaching him entrepreneurship and how to be a boss and a
I love
CEO
that.
of his stuff and in that way. So I don't care what he does, you know. But right now, that's what we're doing, and I'm riding with that, and we're gonna stick to it.
I love that, man. I love that.
Yeah,
I'm a motivational speaker, and I tell everybody, young people, not so young, hey, never live anyone else's dreams. And you
yeah,
parent the same way I parent. All I try to be for my girls is the wind beneath their wings. I don't tell them what direction to fly, where to fly, but I just say, whatever, fly high, and your daddy
yeah.
gonna be that wind beneath your wings to keep you up high.
Yes,
Sayari
sir.
the Kid, my brother, mad respect, love to you, man. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate, you and your family have a happy holiday. Once
Yes,
again,
sir.
give us that social media information because we definitely want to download that single and check out that
Yeah,
video, that Christmas video.
yeah, man. Just go to all the platforms and just search SY space ARI space DA space KID, and it's gonna pull up. I don't care if you're on Spotify, Apple Music, all my sites are verified, and just check it out, man. If anybody ever in Atlanta and need to rent a black on black SUV or a Mercedes Sprinter, go to a party or an event. I got a chauffeur business. Contact me, DM
I
me on
love it.
Instagram. I do all good business, black owned business. Everybody knows me. And just hit me up, man. If y'all ever come to Atlanta, need to move around proper like a boss, just contact me. I got y'all.
I love it. All right, listen, I'm gonna hold you to that. I'm all about supporting black businesses. I got a campaign going on right now called the Christmas Blackout, basically where
Okay.
we not shopping with these retailers and with these colonizers that's been supporting these politicians that want to take away our right to vote. So my attitude is the Christmas Blackout. We buying black only. So I've been featuring black businesses for the last 3 weeks. So there we go.
Hey,
I didn't even know that you had that hat, but you wearing multiple
yes,
hats like me. Mad
yes, sir.
respect, brother. So we're going to support you. Thanks again. Happy
Thank
holiday
you,
to
bro.
you, my man.
All right.
Cy already kid. I like that, man. Good brother. Good brother. Got his head on straight. All right, listen, I got to get out of here. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you. God, most of all, thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show. I come to you live Monday through Friday. Now, this Friday and next Friday, Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, I'll be off for the holiday. But you can binge watch the best of binge watching the Geno Jones Show. Just check it out. All right. So please subscribe to the Geno Jones channel. Please share this and every episode, and please like this and every episode. Once again, shout out to my man Sayari the Kid. Support the brother. You you got the video hood. Oh, listen, you got it. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna play the video. Um, Try to get it on tomorrow, if not Thursday, just so you can get a good laugh. I love the video, and it is straight. When you see it, the sisters are repping for the hood and the culture. That's all I'm gonna say. You can tell, ain't no acting in this. This is all, this is as real and as authentic as they say as you're gonna get. But it's entertaining. But the brothers, his flow and his pen game is tight. So check him out. Shout out to Mr. Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check him out on Instagram. First of all, he's at Designer Cuts in Goose Creek, South Carolina, part of the Charleston, South Carolina Metro. You can check him out on Instagram, KLB Cutting Up, KELBECUTTINUP. Allie Jones, the official wardrobe consultant stylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check her out on Instagram, _ Lexie, LEXXIE, space Nicole, NICOLE, _ line at the bottom, Lexie, LEXXIE, space Nicole Designs. And Bruce Gage, also official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check him out also on Instagram and Facebook. All right, he's got 2 clothing lines. Miglio de Mario Uomo, and Flyball the store. So just search in the search box or search bar on Instagram, Bruce Gage, Gage. All right, I got to get out of here tomorrow, Wednesday, the next live edition of the Geno Jones Show, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. And one more thing, Thursday. So we have State Representative Crystal Matthews. She is the state representative for District 117 here in the state of South Carolina. She is running to be the next U.S. Senator and the first Black woman senator, U.S. Senator from the state of South Carolina. She's going to beat Tim Scott. And we're going to speak that into existence. Special show on Thursday. As a matter of fact, 2022 midterms is a big election year. So if we get more senators like Crystal Matthews, and Val Demings is running to be the U.S. Senator to beat Marco Rubio in Florida, and up in Pennsylvania, out of Philly, a brother named Malcolm Kenyatta, really talented brother. He is running to be the U.S. Senator, one of the U.S. Senators out of the great state of Pennsylvania. And in Wisconsin, a brother named Mandela Barnes is running to be a U.S. Senator out of the state of Wisconsin. That's 4. Can you imagine? We have 4 Black U.S. Senators all elected in 1 year. We wouldn't even be talking about Joe Manchin. Joe Manchin could fly a kite, all right? He would be irrelevant. You'd be like, who? Joe who? The dude with the pointy chin that looked like a hawk eagle? No, he would be irrelevant. Kristen Sinema would be irrelevant. So we need to make that happen. So special show Thursday, State Representative Crystal Matthews running to be a U.S. Senator here out of the state of South Carolina. She's going to talk about her campaign and tell you how you can support her campaign. She's going to have some big events coming up in 2022 that she wants you to know about and be a part of, and support her and her campaign for the people, for all the people. I'm sure she will tell you she's not running to make history. She is running to make people's lives, all the people of South Carolina's lives, better. Thank you. I love each and every one of you. Mother, I love you more than life itself. Have a great evening, afternoon, morning. It's morning somewhere on this planet if you're watching me live from all around the globe. So tomorrow, Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Until then, one more thing. As always, be blessed. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.